Hey everybody, this is Jacqueline Dawn coming back at you with another video. I wanted to start this video off by sort of explaining what my vision for this YouTube channel is. If you're new here, welcome. I am new here too, so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to build a new community of like-minded souls, kindred spirits, and everywhere in between. So what I have envisioned for this channel is I set up sort of a schedule for myself. So Mondays, I will do a weekly energy update reading so you can kind of be prepared for the week ahead and see what's to come, what's in store for you, and what you could kind of expect throughout the week. Wednesdays, I'm going to do pick a card readings, and every single week I'm going to have a new topic that I'm going to read upon. So I'm super excited for that. I personally adore pick a card readings. I love them. I love them so much. And then Fridays, I want to do story time videos. So I want to share like updates of where I'm at on my spiritual journey, what I've learned along the way, what maybe I can help you with, if I have any advice based on what I've learned and how you can apply it to your life, and just sort of give you a deeper look into who I am as a person. Because if you don't know who I am, how are you going to trust my readings, right? So that's kind of my intention behind that. Not only that, but I have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to share within my own journey and the stuff that I learn and sort of, I don't want to say self-taught, but that my guides guide me through on a regular basis. So, because I'm a very deep person. So I think deeply, I have an open mind to the universe, and it's just a wild ride. In my energy space, I'm not gonna lie to you. So here we are. This is what I'm about. This is the authentic me. This is real. This is, stuff that I've experienced through my journey. So today's story time, I wanted to aim it around what's kind of happened for me in the past week and a half or so, because it's been like major eye-opening, transformative for me. Like, this has been huge for me. So get your tea, get your coffee, buckle up, buckle in, we're gonna go for a ride. Now, I want to preface this by saying that this involves another YouTuber. This story involves another YouTuber that he has an amazing channel. If you vibe with me, you like the way my mind works, and like how deep I can get at times, and how how I am, basically. If you like my vibe, you should go check out his channel too, because he's on a very similar vibe as me. However, he's a lot more grounded and humorous than I am. Like, I'm humorous, but he makes me laugh my butt off during every video that I watch. So I'm really grateful that I was able to ignite a friendship with him within the past week or so. It's been great. So yeah, shout out to Young Low Tarot. I will link him in my description box so that you can go check out his channel too. He does all sorts of readings. He's sort of all over the place, but that's okay. I love it. I live for it. I vibe with it. I'm here for it. So if you like that kind of chaotic energy that's not so structured, definitely check him out. So this all started, I think it was a week ago. I can't go into too many personal details because this is YouTube and I am trying to get monetized. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't want to be censored before I get there. So I can't go into personal, intimate details of what exactly this experience has done for me and what I've gone through and experienced. But basically, this is centered around the sacral chakra and why it is so important to pay attention to your sacral chakra and do some healing there. If you feel like you're up in the clouds all the time, you're unbalanced, you're ungrounded, you're going to want to listen to this because I have a solution for you. And the benefits of opening up my sacral chakra for me have been things like I'm able to speak more clearly, I'm able to communicate better, I'm able to show up as my authentic self, the self that's, you know, brimming up in here. If you've known me for years, you would know when I text, I have no problem getting what's up in here out into the world. I am very smart. I come up with like amazing words to use. Like I'm very creative with my communication style. However, when I go to open my mouth to physically speak, it doesn't match what's going on in here. So opening up my sacral chakra has helped me gain the confidence within being smart, if that makes sense. I've always shown up like I very much am a bubbly person, 100%, but I've always shown up as like the ditzy bubbly person. And that's not true. That's not me. That's not who I am. I'm not ditzy, you know? Like I am smart. I think a lot. And I think deeply, and I've come to understand and realize a lot, you know? So I want to be able to share that with more people who it may help. It hopefully helps. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure my microphone was on, and it is. I think. It's blinking. Why is it blinking? Okay. I am gonna pause. Well, good thing that package came with 2 microphones. I have to go charge the other one, so it is officially plugged in, and I grabbed the other microphone. Hopefully that recorded, because I don't want to do that again. Okay, so where was I? I gained the confidence to be able to bring out what's going on up in here in the past like week or so, and that has so immensely helped my communication skills and allowed me to sort of come out of my hermit phase a little bit more, because I, like, if you know me, I'm a social butterfly. I'm an extrovert at heart, but I've been cocooning myself, hermiting myself for the past couple years, afraid to, like, trying to get myself out there, get my business going, show the world who I am, and all of that kind of stuff. But I couldn't do it because my sacral chakra was not only blocked, but damaged. It was damaged. So that was really stopping me from bringing my creativity out into this world, because your sacral chakra rules your creativity. So that's a major change that I've seen within myself within the past week since healing my sacral chakra. I don't even want to say unblocking, healing my sacral chakra since it was damaged. Also, for reference, your sacral I'm not going to edit this. Screw it. You're going to live with my mediocre filming until I get the hang of this YouTube thing, because I'm brand new and I don't even care. I'm going to show it. We're going to show my mistakes so that you guys can learn from my mistakes. Anyways, your sacral chakra is, don't mind me, it's right here. So it's this area of your body, and it governs this whole area, and it goes to your back too. It includes your back. So, I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I was 16. I have back pain. I'm 30 now. I have back pain, had back pain. Let me rephrase that. Had back pain for as long as I could remember. As long as I could possibly remember. When I unblocked my sacral chakra, healed my sacral chakra, my back pain went away. I mean, it was it had started to go away previously, but not to this extent. Not to this extent. I also had stomach issues, like a lot. I didn't share this with Young Lo, but I had similar stomach issues. He's very open about this on his channel, by the way. I'm not like sharing personal information. Plus, I got his permission prior to making this video, so don't come at me for sharing personal stories. He said it's okay. So he was having like indigestion issues and stuff like that, and same with me. I was having that same issue with my stomach, all sorts of problems. I didn't have excruciating pain, but I had other symptoms that were not so great. And that's all cleared up for me in the past week or so. And a lot of the people that I talk to and converse with on a daily basis, they all have back pain. They all have stomach issues. They all have, you know, something going on down there that hinders them. And a lot of the people that I know and converse with, they are in a similar boat that I was in, where they know they're creative. They know they're meant to do something great in this world, but what? Like, where is my creativity? What am I creative at? What is my, you know, my gift, my purpose, what am I supposed to do? Well, the sacral chakra governs all of that. The sacral chakra allows you to bring your creativity out into this world, allows you to be confident. It rules your anxiety, all of that kind of jazz. So I was like, all right. So what led me to my sacral chakra and healing my sacral chakra was the ultimate thing. That, like, there were steps. Like, somebody had pointed out to me that my sacral chakra was damaged, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I've been through some abuse that I can't say here on film. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see why it would be damaged and not just blocked. So yeah, and then I had this whole experience in November where I had dug into my ego, and I put down the fear of my ego so that I could dig into it, dig deep, deep into the depths of the darkness of what's going on inside of me, because that was huge. Oh my gosh, that's another story time. But that ego experience had led me to not being afraid of the darkness that's within me. So it was a mixture of like a bunch of different things. Plus, I could always feel and sense that there was something going on in that area of my body. Like, I could just feel the energy swirling around in there. And I could tell you it's not pleasant. It is not pleasant. So, yeah, and then I had an unwarranted advance towards me a couple weeks ago, and that prompted me to be like, okay, like, I get those all the time, and it's like personal messages, being pushy, not taking no for an answer, no matter how many times I say no, like, I'm not interested, I don't want you, and then I have to block them, and it's just awkward when, like, I enjoy their presence, I enjoy who they are as a human being, I just don't want to, you know, bang them at that point in time, or just in general. Who knows? You know, like, I don't want to bang everybody. And, like, once that happens, I was just like, okay, I gotta do some digging here. I gotta see what type of energy I am bringing out into this world, because whatever I am inviting in, I do not want it. This is not okay. So I go into meditation. I find the thing that's hiding within my sacral chakra. And it's I don't want to say an entity necessarily, but I guess it kind of was. I don't know how to explain what it was exactly, but there was definitely like a swamp monster living in that chakra that was just wreaking havoc in my life. So that was fun. So yeah. So I dug through it, and I discovered who it was, what it wanted, what type of energy I was bringing out into this world. And the reason why it was dark, actually, was because I was denying myself of my truest desires within my pleasurable experiences. I think it's the most G-rated way of saying that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. Yep. So once I started to really see what I actually want out of my pleasurable experiences, I started to embody that. And as soon as I embodied that, my mind was going crazy of like, oh, this is what I want my business to be. I want to be more of a channeler than a tarot reader. I use my channeling gifts more than tarot anyways. Like, even when I'm pulling the cards, like, yes, I studied tarot when I first started like 3 years ago. I looked up all of the card meanings. I, looked up the traditional meanings of the cards, and then I listened to other people's views on the cards, and I adapt those sometimes, and it just depends on the reading, right? But the flip side of that is like, I'm also channeling while I'm pulling those cards. So I was like, man, I don't even need the cards anymore. Like, and I've gone back to using the cards, but I figured out that's like more of a long-term vision than a right now vision. Right now I need to stick with the tarot and you use my channeling gifts while I'm pulling tarot during my readings, because I need to get my name out there. So that's how I'm going to start. Anywho, I had this whole vision of what my business was going to look like, and like, that had been blocked for such a long time. I can't even tell you how long. Like, I've been working on tarot, starting a tarot business since May 2021. Yeah, May 2021. And I haven't gotten anywhere, to be completely raw and honest with you. I haven't gotten anywhere. I haven't figured anything out. I haven't figured out what my niche reading is. I also figured out what my niche reading is. It is relationship healing. That is my niche. I want to help people heal their relationships with themselves, heal their relationships with source, heal their relationships with, their spirit guides, their ancestors, heal their relationships with their friends, their family, heal their relationships with their spouse, heal their relationships with their money, that sort of thing. That is my niche. That is what I enjoy doing. And I do it through a form of spiritual therapy. So I'm a spiritual therapist. I do my healing through talking, through sharing, through all of that kind of stuff. Oh, that's another major piece of this whole sacral chakra thing. I was communicating with this thing that was inside of me. I was talking to it, having an actual conversation with it, and it was answering me back. Like, it was telling me things. So I was like, oh my gosh, I am onto something here. And like, I don't think there's too many people on this channel just yet who actually know me in real life and like know who I am and stuff like that. So I'll just share, like, I enjoy singing. I don't think I'm great at it. I'm not a professional by any means. I've never had like singing lessons or anything like that. I wish I would have, because I probably would have figured out the sacral chakra thing way sooner. But anywho, I have way more control over my singing voice too. That's another added benefit that I've noticed since healing this thing. So I'm pretty freaking stoked about that. I hope I can say freaking, because I just did. Anyways, so ever since then, I started, I don't want to say attracting, because the thing with Young Lo is like, I've been watching his channel for quite a while, so that wasn't just I don't know. I started getting more into conversations and noticing, I guess is a better way of wording it, noticing what these people are talking about. You know, I have another friend that was having stomach issues as well, and another friend was having issues with her confidence, and I did a reading with her and came to understand that she had been shot in that chakra in a past life. So her confidence was literally shot. Literally shot. Um, so yeah, I started with like my close friends, and then Young Lo, we have become close, I would say, over the past week. I don't know if he considers us close yet, but in my circle, because I don't have many friends right now, I'm learning how to be friends with people right now. In my circle, we're close. So I started getting closer with him. I did a reading. I had reached out to him at the end of December offering to do a reading for him because I wanted to give back to him, I guess, what he's been giving out into this world by doing his readings on YouTube, and I guess in a way inspiring me to start my own YouTube channel too. Because that was always on my mind, but it was a mixture of him and my channel manager that fueled me to actually go ahead and start doing this. So I wanted to give back to him a little bit. So I offered him a reading completely free, even though I charge normally quite a bit for my readings because I know I am good at what I do. I am darn good at what I do. So I offered him a free reading. He's like, he's a little bit on the skeptical side, but he says, yes, go ahead. I'd love for you to read for me. And I was like, okay. So I read for him, and he responded with a video that was an hour and a half long, which I love and I appreciate so much because I love in-depth feedback when I'm doing my readings of like how my messages apply to your life, what my messages have prompted you to think about, how you can shift your perspective and make changes in your life and see yourself in a different light and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, heck yeah. When he sent me an hour and a half long video, I was like, let's go. Let's hear about this. Let's go. So part of my reading had brought up his stomach issues and how I feel like healing his sacral chakra would help him with his stomach issues. And so he did some digging into that and all of that kind of stuff. And he came back to me and he was like, you're on to something here. You are on to something here. And I noticed such a change within him within like literally 2 days of his voice messages and all of that kind of stuff. So for any of, I'm trying to figure out how to like apply this back to your life at this point in time, give you advice on how to do this for yourself. The best way I can describe it is like start by having a relationship with your sacral chakra. And you kind of have to learn how to get out of your mind and into your body to be able to do that. But man, oh man, is that a life-changing experience. Holy crap. My other chakras were imbalanced too. My lower chakras. My higher chakras, my throat chakra, my third eye, and my crown, they're all fine. Like my throat is overactive, but these are perfectly balanced. So I'm always up in the clouds. I'm never down on earth. So healing my sacral chakra had allowed me to balance my root chakra and my solar plexus chakra. So I'm more connected to the earth. I'm feeling more stable. I'm feeling more grounded. I'm feeling just a heck of a lot better. You know what I mean? So, yeah, start having a relationship with your sacral chakra. Get out of your mind, into your body. Start asking it questions like a child would ask a stranger or a new friend at school. Like, hey, how's it going? How are you? What's your name? Even ask for its name because it might have a name. You never know. I didn't ask mine for my name, for its name, but maybe it has a name. I don't know. Ask its name. Get to know it. Say, hey, how was your day? What's your favorite color? You know, like, what do you like? What do you dislike? What do you want? What do you need? And see what it says to you, because that was freaking deep, life changing. That brought me into into alignment. I swear. I feel my feminine is finally balanced, because my feminine and masculine, like, I was portraying more of the masculinity within myself, even though I'm a very girly girl. I just couldn't let things flow. For the life of me, I couldn't let anything flow. So, yeah, that helped me flow a lot better. I'm finding that my communication style is a lot more smooth, albeit through my conversations with Young Lo, I got way too excited. Oh yeah, that was the other piece of this. I am not done yet. My bad. Um, so he was also mentioning that he wanted to tackle his anxiety, and I feel like balancing the sacral chakra has, I don't want to say taken away my anxiety, because there's still like symptoms of it, but it it did help with the anxiety, like, immensely. Like, I don't feel anxious anymore. But the big piece of it was this morning when he messaged me. He messaged me something that I already knew, but I needed to hear it because I forgot. I learned this last year. No, I think it was the year before. Yep, definitely the year before. Holy crap, it's been almost 2 years. Wow. Anyways, I learned that anxiety and excitement are actually one and the same emotion, experience, feeling, whatever you want to call it. It's a frequency, vibration, whatever you want to call it. It is one and the same. And Young Lo had reminded me of that this morning. So we've been like chatting nonstop, super deep, sharing stories of who we are, and like, just, we're both Leos, so we want to share our stories and who we are and what we're about and all that kind of stuff. So we're like, he's not nearly as excited as I am, but I'm super excited because I don't make friends easily, and I'm like, heck yeah, somebody who understands me, let's go, So he was like, what did he say exactly? I'm so sorry, Young Lo, I don't remember the specific way, but it led me to the epiphany that my excitement was actually social anxiety. My excitement about being in contact with him was actually a form of social anxiety. So when I am overly excited to talk to somebody, that is my social anxiety that's shining through in that moment. So I am learning still how to integrate and continually stay balanced and not like go on balance and off track and all that kind of stuff. This is a work in progress. I am by no means perfect at this, or master, or guru, or any of that kind of stuff. But I do know that whatever we are doing, it is working. It is doing the job. It is getting the job done. So I am super excited about that. So yeah, anyways, thank you, Young Lo, for pointing that out to me, that my excitement was social anxiety, another form of social anxiety. And yes, excitement feels good, but it's not necessarily good. I'm not showing up as my best self when I am overstimulated, excited. Like, I am a grounded person. I connect to the earth super easily. I have all my life. I'm very passionate, but I can ground my passion into something that's tangible. But when I allow my upper chakras to rule my excitement, then you get messages. Oh my gosh. Young Lo, if you could describe the messages that I sent you. I'm something else. I'm up in the clouds. I'm not on Earth when I'm like overly stimulated, excited. So what I realized was I have to ground my excitement into my body in those moments. And maybe give myself a bit of a pep talk, like, hey, we got this. They're gonna like us. Because we are us, and we are amazing. Now, do we like them? That is the question. Do I like them? And I have to make sure I go forth with that, because Spirit is challenging me to make more friends at this point in time. I keep getting little nudges. Hey, you need a social circle. You need friends. You need a soul family. You are not supposed to be alone anymore. We don't want you to be alone and isolated and hermited. We want you to have support and friends and see how loved you are. And that's wild to me. That's wild to me. I have always been an introverted extrovert. I've always been super extroverted, super excited to meet people, super excited to have friendships and talk with people and stuff like that. But I get so drained from being so excited that I become introverted and then I don't talk to anybody. And sometimes I feel like I prefer that, but that's not who I am on the inside. I am a social butterfly, 100%. I am an extrovert through and through. So I gotta learn how to be more grounded through my friendships, through my interactions, because being grounded will allow me and help me to show up more genuinely, more authentically. You'll see more of who I am rather than my mask. So I just have to bring the energy from up here all the way down here. And then I can show up in the world as me. And not who I think the world wants me to be. That's my big takeaway from that. The whole world has anxiety. I feel like I would rock people's socks off if I showed up everywhere, in all places, being calm, relaxed, still having a sense of humor, still having fun, still being my inner child, but not so excited, not so anxious, not so, twitchy almost because I'm so excited and anxious. I think that would be fun. I just saw 3333. So I think that concludes today's story time. I would love to hear your guys' stories. So if you guys wouldn't mind commenting, you don't have to get super personal or any of that kind of stuff. Comment your stories below. I want to hear them. And if you feel like I can help you in any way, I can give you some more in-depth advice than what I've shared here, feel free. Feel free. If you click my YouTube channel, I've got links to my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, my email address, my website for booking a personal reading, all of that kind of stuff. That's all on there. If you book a personal reading with me, I can channel exactly how you can access the sacral chakra and access what the thing is in order to address the thing. And like I can walk you through that if you book a personal reading with me. So let me know if that's something you would be interested in. Please comment your stories in the meantime, whatever you are comfortable with sharing. I want to hear it. I will reply to every single comment. I will read every single comment. I will make sure to pay attention. And if you guys wouldn't mind liking the video so that this can help with the YouTube algorithm and get out there and spread my message, and any future messages that I may have or will have, not may have, will have, please, please, please help me do that. All of the likes helps my videos get pushed into the algorithm, so that would be a huge help. And also subscribe to my channel, pretty please, so that we can grow this beautiful community that I'm so excited to start with other like-minded souls and kindred spirits. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share things about like aliens and archangels and, you know, everything that I've learned. I'm so excited to share that with you. See, that's my social anxiety. Anyways, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos that I do. Tons of readings coming at you in the future. Tons more story times. If you like my vibe, like my style, make sure you follow me. Make sure you hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future videos. And I want to thank you so much for your time and your energy and for your attention, your focus on the story. I hope it made sense. I hope I put it in a constructive way that made sense to everybody, and because I wasn't completely grounded when I did this, but that's okay. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!